I'd like to ask staff, we're hearing a lot about safety and evacuations and things like that. I know Chief Napier is here, and I'm going to ask him to come up here in a second to answer a couple of questions. But and nobody's here, I don't see anybody from the sheriffs or the CHP. Did you have any input from either of those entities about this concept plan being unsafe or unmanageable?
Thank you, Supervisor Desmond, through the chair. Yes, we've been working closely with the sheriffs, the County Fire Protection District, as well as the Valley Center Fire Protection District on the overall plan and the components of the plan. You know, after several public meetings, we heard concerns about impacts to emergency response.
I'm specifically asking about the sheriffs and or this California Highway Patrol.
Yes,
are they positive, negative? They think it'll work? What?
They worked with us on the study that was conducted. They agreed with the findings of the study that the components within the plan do not negatively impact evacuation or emergency response.
Okay, in a negative way.
In a negative way.
So, Chief Napier, can you come up and same question, but for fire? Do you feel that this road or the proposal, what the planning group voted on, is safe and manageable in a fire?
Absolutely. Again, Joe Napier, Valley Center Fire Chief. First of all, I want to say that this process has been probably the most collaborative process that I've been involved in my entire 39-year career with the fire service. And that's to the leadership of your team that was charged with this. And they brought in the CHP. They brought in the Sheriff's Department and myself. We met. We looked at a wide variety of different designs that included 4 roundabouts, included 2 roundabouts. We brought in a company to perform a statistical study and computer modeling, City Gate and Associates. We looked at all of that collectively from a public safety and a public protection lens. And my recommendation is to go with staff considering myself as a part of this team, the Sheriff's Department and CHP as a part of your team. I would go with your staff recommendation and go with the concept plan as it's written with a single roundabout and all of the other accoutrements that go with calming traffic in that corridor of 2.4 miles, 2.2 miles.
All right.
Any other questions? I'm here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So if I can make some comments, thanks for all the staff work on this. And I appreciate everybody weighing in and, it doesn't seem to be consensus, but I think I think the planning group hit the middle ground. Staff had 78 public meetings. I think if we had 78 more, we'd be in the same place. So 78 public meetings on various forums, including the community planning group, subcommittee meetings, public workshops, and also meeting with the tribes and the tribal communities. I understand that there was 3 votes taken before you finally got to a recommendation. I guess the first 2 votes were the 0 roundabouts, and that failed. And so the 3rd vote was with 1 roundabout, and that passed, and it was 9-6. So it wasn't unanimous, but I understand there's still concerns. But I think what's being brought forward today really reflects the community's input. It could be up to us to add a couple more here or there, but this is what the community came up with. I think this is a middle ground, and this has been in work for the past 8 years. And I know some people are 0 roundabouts. I met Steve in the stairway coming out of the parking lot this morning, and I said, "What side are you on? No roundabouts or all roundabouts?" And I think you were an all roundabout guy. But I think what the plan that's before us came out of the formal community input process. It's highlighted by a recommendation by the Valley Center Planning Group to approve the 1 roundabout at Miller Road. And, something needs to be done with Valley Center Road connecting the villages, the 2 villages. I know the bike lane may not seem appropriate, but I have the understanding the Heritage Trail, horses are going to be, just looking for nodding heads, horses can be on the Heritage Trail as well. And I can't tell you how many emails and phone calls I've got over the past few years about people speeding on Valley Center Road. And Then I get phone calls about, hey, I got a speeding ticket. So it seems, this plan includes many of the elements to reduce the speeding and put in some traffic calming, be it one roundabout or more. So I'd like to see this plan move forward. And with the recommendation of the planning group being in work for many, many years. And quite honestly, this plan could be amended later. This is going to go in phases. It could be amended later. It's probably going to be costly, not easy to do, but I'm going to recommend the staff's approval and make a motion for staff's recommendation for the community plan, the corridor plan that was approved by the Valley Center Community Planning Group 9-0. So my recommendation is to approve staff's my motion is to approve staff's recommendation.
Any other comments from any of my colleagues? I just wanted to say I was very impressed with the work of how much consultation has gone on. Obviously, there's not consensus, but I do think there was a lot of listening and a lot of effort to find a path that makes sense for everyone. So I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who's participated. I appreciate everyone who's here, who's taken that time to participate. I'll be supporting my colleague's motion today. I want to acknowledge that if it's not proceeding the way that we hope, it's not all set in stone. But I would like to be deferential to all the work that's been done with all the consultations. So thank you. So I'll second that. Okay. If there's no further comments, we can take a vote.
Thank you. And again, we'll be doing a voice vote. Supervisor Anderson.
Aye.
Supervisor Montgomery Stepp.
Yes.
Supervisor Desmond.
Yes.
And Vice Chair Lawson Reamer.
Yes.
And that motion passes unanimously with all supervisors being present and voting aye.